How's my music? Is it too loud? Do I need to turn it down? Turn it down a little bit. Good afternoon, everyone. It is 1 o'clock. We have a big group today. There were approximately 90-something participants that signed up, and we're halfway there. I see so far we have 47 participants. So I want to give them about 5 more minutes to log in, and then we'll get started. Thank you. Sit back and enjoy your smooth jazz.
two-letter word. M-I. When you buy an MI home in Run Creek and Laxaw, you get more than new. You get a peaceful community near wonderful schools. You get a spacious new home from the 400s. You get beautiful interior features. You get all of this plus up to $6,000 in paid closing costs with MI Financial in MLS. 50684. Get more than new and learn more at mihomes.com. Home is a two-letter word. MI.
2 more minutes, then we'll get started. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. I see that we have about 69 participants that have joined us, so we're still missing quite a few, but I want to be respectful of everyone's time. So it is now 1:05, and I just want to say good afternoon and welcome to Mecklenburg County's 2021 Open Enrollment Session. My name is Wanda Caldwell, and I am the HR Benefits Manager. Assisting me today is Madison Little. She'll be serving as our Zoom producer and moderator. Madison, would you like to say a few words?
Sure. Good afternoon, everyone. I will be monitoring the chat box throughout the presentation. So if you have any questions, please feel free to use the chat box. And I will be asking your questions throughout the presentation. We will also have a Q&A session at the end of the presentation. So if you want to hold your questions, you can do so until then, or throughout, I will be asking questions for you.
Great, thank you, Madison. Also joining me today are several HR teammates and external business partners to help answer any questions you might have. So I'd like to take a minute to introduce them. From HR, we have Senior HR Manager Jennifer Moretz. From the benefits team, we have Sarah Landis and Courtney Monzak. From the Employee Services Center, Ms. Michelle Austin. And joining us from Blue Cross Blue Shield, we have Ms. Portia Judd and Jasmine Walden. From CVS, Bill Liebrig. From Cigna Dental, Beth Barnes. From United Healthcare, Carmen Abernathy and Kim Dow. And we also extended an invite for a representative from Our Health, but unfortunately, she got called to work in one of the clinics, so she will not be joining us today. We'll do our best to try to answer those Our Health clinics, but if we can't answer them, we'll take them down and get an answer to you later. Okay. Today's topics are a result of feedback HR has received from employees. Some employees say they really don't understand the medical plans. So the objective for today is twofold. First is to help educate you at a high level on the medical plan options. And second, it is to share with you what's staying the same for the benefit plan year 2021 and what's changing. Employee benefits can be confusing. We have over 25 different benefits to offer you. In my opinion, all of them are great. I can't go over all of them today, but I will spend some time on medical plan options, understanding a high deductible health plan with a health savings account, review the dental and vision plan options. Then I'll talk about what's changing for plan year 2021 and what's staying the same. I'll point out the value of Our Health's clinic and how it complements the medical plans. I will also highlight the voluntary benefits that you may want to consider doing open enrollment. Then we'll wrap it up with some Q&A. I want this to be your meeting, so if you have questions, please put them in the chat box, and we will pause periodically to address them. You will also have an opportunity at the end of the session for questions. Your questions are important to us, but because the session or this session is being recorded and we have nearly almost 100 participants, I ask that you can pose your questions in generic or general form, and please refrain from giving out any personal or private information. If we are unable to answer your question during this presentation due to time constraint or content, please reach out to the appropriate insurance carrier or the Employee Services Center for assistance. Let's start with something simple, like the acronyms that we use today, PPO and HSA. These are the acronyms we use within the county when referring to medical plans. But do you really know what they stand for? PPO stands for a Preferred Provider Organization Network. HSA stands for Health Savings Account. And that's what we've been calling it. But actually, it's a high deductible health plan with a health savings account. We recognize that this might be adding to some confusion when explaining the two. So going forward, I will call the plan what it really is. It is a high deductible health plan with a health savings account. For comparison, I've tried to capture the main difference between the two plans. The HDHP with an HSA, or the high deductible health plan with a health savings account, has a high deductible, lower premiums, a health savings account tax advantage plan, and co-insurance. PPO or preferred provider and organization, has a lower deductible, higher premiums, a flex spending account, tax advantage account that is optional, with co-pays and co-insurance. During open enrollment, employees hired after January 1 of 2017 are offered the high deductible health plan with a health savings account. Employees hired before January 1, 2017 will have the option of selecting the PPO or the high deductible health plan. There's not a one plan better than the other plan. Medical and pharmacy coverage are the same for both plans. However, the mechanics of the plans are very different. The PPO plan is a copay type of plan. What is a copay? Copay is a set cost for doctor visits, prescriptions, and other types of care. Currently, the copay is $25 for a regular doctor visit. What is a deductible? A deductible is a set amount you pay for the medical services and prescriptions before your co-insurance kicks in. So now you ask, what is a co-insurance? Co-insurance is a percentage of the cost you pay after you've met the deductible. For example, the PPO plan today, the 2020 plan year, you pay a copay of $25 for a regular office visit and a $40 copay for specialist visit. The deductible is $600 for individual coverage and $1,200 for family coverage, as well as co-insurance of 20% after the deductible is met. The high deductible health plan is a qualified medical plan defined by the IRS with a health savings account. The medical and pharmacy coverage is exactly the same as the PPO plan. The mechanics of the two plans are different. Here is an example of how it differs. With the PPO, you pay $25 for a typical doctor visit. With the high deductible health plan, you must pay the total cost of that doctor's visit until you meet your deductible. So if the doctor's visit is $100, you would be expected to pay $100. Remember, I said the high deductible health plan has a health savings account. Well, this health savings account is a tax advantage bank account that you own. The funds in the account belong to you and stay with you even if you were to change medical plans or separate employment with Mecklenburg County. You and the county may contribute pre-tax dollars into the health savings account during the year up to the maximum allowed. For plan year 2020, the annual maximum is $3,550 for individual coverage and $7,100 for family coverage. For plan year 2021, the annual maximum is $3,600 for individual coverage and $7,200 for family. High deductible health plans are free from federal income tax and in most states, free from state income tax as long as they are used for qualified healthcare expenses. To understand the components of the high deductible health plan, let's take a look at the diagrams from the bottom up. First, there is the high deductible health plan itself, which is established by the county. The money, or as we sometimes refer to as the seed, is contributed by the county. Second is your share. This is the amount you pay with your personal funds, in other words, your employee contributions. We encourage employees to make contributions to help pay for medical expenses at least to the $1,600 or $3,200 deductible. The funds in the health savings accounts are owned by you and roll over each year, unlike the flex spending accounts. So if you would rather save the funds for future expenses, you can do so, or it can be used to help offset the deductible. After the deductible is met, you and the county share in any future costs. This is the co-insurance. You are responsible for 20% of the costs in the county, the other 80%, until you meet the annual out-of-pocket maximum. Once the out-of-pocket maximum is met, then the plan pays 100% for all expenses. Just a reminder that all preventive care expenses are always covered at 100%. You might ask, does pharmacy expenses apply to the deductible? The answer is yes. Both medical and pharmacy expenses apply to the deductible and out-of-pocket maximum. That's a high-level overview of the medical plans. I'm going to pause here to see if there are any questions in the chat box. Madison?
No questions at this time, but I'm pretty sure they will start rolling in shortly.
I'm sure too. Okay, so now I will briefly go over the county's dental and vision coverage. Both dental and vision have two plan options to choose from, a standard or the enhanced. The dental plan is administered by Cigna Dental. With its standard plan, you must go to an in-network dentist. The calendar year maximum is $1,000 per individual, and there is no orthodontia coverage. However, with the enhanced plan, you may go to any dentist. The calendar year maximum is $1,500 per individual, and orthodontia is covered with a lifetime max of $1,500 per individual. The vision plan is administered by United Healthcare. Both plans offer eye exam every 12 months and frames every 24 months. With the standard plan, it has a copay for eye exam, a copay of $10 for eye exam, and a $20 copay for materials. With the enhanced plan, eye exam and materials are free. I'm going to pause here. Do we have any questions regarding the dental or vision plans?
Let's see, so we do have one question in regards to the dental plan. Has the county thought about revisiting new dental providers?
So I will take that one. As a practice, Mecklenburg County, because we have to be good stewards of taxpayers' dollars, as a practice, we try to go out to bid, a formal bid, submit a request for proposal, RFP, every 3 to 5 years. So that is a practice that we try to adhere to make sure that we're getting the best benefit for employees, as well as some cost savings and cost containment from a budget perspective for the county. So I hope that answers that question.
So the questions are flowing in regards to dental. If you went to an orthodontist, could you use your HSA funds?
Wanda, you want me to take that?
Yes, ma'am, if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, so if you have enrolled in the HSA plan, if you have HSA funds, you can use your HSA dollars for covered dental expenses, approved dental expenses.
Thank you, Beth. Beth is with Cigna Dental.
We have one more in regards to dental. Once you reach the max, are we then responsible for the rest? And is that remainder at the discounted rate or the full price set by the individual dentist?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take that. So yeah, so you do have your calendar, your maximum under both dental plans, and once you've reached your maximum, the maximum does apply to discounts if you're using an in-network dentist. So once you reach the maximum and you incur additional dental services in the calendar year, you are responsible for those additional dental services out of pocket.
Great question.
We have a few questions in regards to the vision plan. Our contacts, let's see, so contacts are free / covered with the enhanced vision plan.
So, hi, this is Kim trying to come off mute for United Healthcare. Okay, so in reference to the contact lenses, so on the enhanced plan, the formulary lenses are covered full with materials in addition to the copay. If you have non-formulary contacts, you receive an allowance of up to $150 and the materials copay is waived.
Thank you, Kim.
Okay, let's see, a few additional questions. I'll scroll back up to the top. Do new hires who just started have to select their insurance plans during open enrollment?
Great question. I'm going to answer that question now, but you'll see it again. You'll see it as a question later in the presentation. So yes, even though new hires made election through the orientation process, you are still required to enroll in open enrollment. So you will need to make your benefits again, your benefits election for the 2021 plan year, again through open enrollment.
All right, one additional question. Can you explain the amount each pays towards the $1,600? I do believe she's talking about the high deductible health plan slide.
So do I need to go back to that slide? What's her question again?
Can you explain the amount each pays towards the $1,600?
Oh, okay. I'll go back. Okay, I believe this is the slide in which your question is referencing. So if the high deductible health plan, the $1,600 that you're referring to is the deductible for employee only coverage, you are responsible for meeting that deductible before you get into the co-insurance position, before you get into only paying 20% of a cost and the county paying that other 80%. So you have to pay at least $1,600 before you can get to the co-insurance realm. However, the county's contribution to the health savings account is going to offset that for you. So my math isn't that good, but the county's employee only coverage is $750 for employee only. And your cost, I'm going to say $850. You add those two together, that will be the $1,600 deductible to get you to a co-insurance position. All right, so Madison, I'm going to go on. I think we stopped here. Yeah. What's staying the same for the 2021 plan year? Good news. No new carriers this year. Employee medical premiums are staying the same. Vision premiums are staying the same. And employees and their eligible covered dependents will continue to have access to our health clinic. What's changing? While employee premiums for dental insurance is increasing slightly, for the medical insurance, the out-of-pocket maximum is changing to $5,000 for individual coverage and $10,000 for family coverage for both the PPO and the high deductible health plan. Co-insurance on both the PPO and the high deductible health plan is increasing to 25%. Right now it's at 20%. Urgent care copay on the PPO plan is increasing to $60. Prescription copays on the PPO plan are increasing slightly from $10 to $15. Lastly, the county's contribution to the health savings account is decreasing. For employee-only coverage, the county will contribute $750. For family coverage, the county will contribute $1,500. Even though the seed is decreasing, it's still a very generous employer contribution. Many organizations don't provide that much, or I would say provides less than that. Okay. Any questions about what's changing or what's staying the same?
Hey, Wanda, we have.
Oh, I'm sorry, Madison, go ahead.
No problem. We do have several questions that we didn't get to last time, but I want to kind of catch up on them. Do we have a card for Cigna Dental?
We will get to that too, but that's a very good question. I'll go ahead and answer it. You'll see it again. You will not get cards for dental or vision. If you need a card for dental and vision, we suggest and recommend that you go to their website and have one printed. You'll get your medical and pharmacy card in January, but you will not get dental and vision, but you can obtain one through the, going to their website and printing one off.
Okay, the next question, if spouses who file jointly on taxes are on separate health plans through their separate employers, by tax law, is it possible for one to have a PPO with FSA and the other to have a high deductible health plan with HSA? If they can't have both, the FSA and HSA, can you contribute the family amount to the HSA even if only one has a high deductible health plan?
Okay, that's a loaded question, but we've gotten a similar question like that before, and I'm trying to find it in my handy dandy FAQ. Can't find it at the moment, but I know it's here. I'd like to ask one of my colleagues, Courtney Monzak, I think I saw you logged in. If you're still on, can you find that in our FAQ and we come back to it? Madison, flag that one and we'll come back, because I know we've had it before and I want to give the most accurate Yes,
Hey, it's Jen. I found it.
you got it. Thanks.
I did. Okay, so first of all, we would recommend that you seek advice from a tax professional for your particular situation. What we can tell you is that the IRS rules prohibit a spouse from having a flex spending account if the other spouse has a health savings account, even if you're covered on 2 different plans. So you have basically 2 options. If your spouse has a limited purpose flex spending account, then you could have an HSA. Our flex spending account is not limited purpose, so that won't work in our situation. Both of you could enroll in the HSA, and if you both enroll, then you can, each of you can contribute half of the family maximum.
Great. Jennifer, thank you for that. I appreciate
You're
that. I would echo what Jennifer said about, the question regarding tax implication. Please seek advice from your tax consultant regarding taxes. All right, Madison, I think I'm going to go on. And then we'll have a Q&A after the presentation and catch up on any questions that you might not have asked, okay? All
Sounds
right.
good.
So let's talk about the Our Health clinics. Mecklenburg County cares about its employees and so has invested in employee wellness through partnership with Our Health. Our Health is an independent provider of primary care clinics. Our Health provides access to near-site clinics, offering services such as primary care, illness and injury care, lab work, medication dispensing, and wellness services. The clinics are available to employees and their eligible dependents. One of the great things about the clinic is that it is exclusive to members only, meaning the clinics are not open to the public, so you're not competing for time or space with non-members. There are now 6 convenient locations throughout the Charlotte area. One is on 4th and McDowell, Albemarle Crossing, North Lake, Wilkinson Boulevard, Pineville, Matthews Road, Tower Place, and Sycamore Commons in Matthews. They're open in the evenings, and at some locations are even open on Saturdays. Just remember, you must make an appointment. This helps with the reduced time or reduced wait time. I mentioned on the previous slide some of our health services. Here are some other services available too. I'll give you a minute to read over them, but I did take the liberty to highlight in yellow some services that you may find beneficial, such as biometric screenings, health coaching, flu vaccination, and notice on the right-hand side of the slide, non-emergency illness or injury visits are $25 for those on the high deductible health plan and no charge if you're on the PPO plan. When it comes to medications, the clinics save members time and money. The clinics offer more than 140 frequently prescribed medications at little to no cost. Chronic condition medication at no cost. If you are on the high deductible health plan, acute illness medications are only $4. If you're on the PPO, it's no charge. They also have online refills and free home delivery. Our health clinic is a great complement to both medical plans. If I had to sum it up, I can give you 4 good reasons to visit the clinics. 1, high quality primary care. 2, little to no cost for service. 3, conveniently located throughout Charlotte. And 4, you can earn future My Total Health rewards and earn wellness incentives for the 2022 plan year by completing certain requirements. So let's talk about voluntary benefits. Some people refer to voluntary benefits as supplemental benefits, but no matter what you call them, they're great benefits to have. So what's great about supplemental plans? Well, number 1 is it pays in addition to any other insurance you might have. All benefits are paid directly to you. They're pre-taxed. And because they are 100% employee paid, they're portable, meaning when you separate employment with Mecklenburg County, you can elect to keep your voluntary benefits. The county has 5 voluntary benefits you may want to consider doing open enrollment. They are cancer insurance, accident, medical bridge, and critical illness. These are provided through Colonial Life Insurance. Pet insurance is also a voluntary benefit provided through Nationwide. If this is something you're interested in, you'll have an opportunity to schedule a virtual appointment with a Pierce Group consultant the first week of open enrollment. If you're only interested in pet insurance, you can just call Nationwide directly or visit their website. Open enrollment is a great time for you to review your personal information like your address, your email, your beneficiaries. You can also review participating in the 401k 457 or enroll in the North Carolina 529 college savings plan. We've made some enhancements to MyHR that I think you'll find helpful. Come November 9th, when you log into MyHR, you will see additional hyperlinks on the enrollment landing page. Keep in mind that when you click on the link, it will take you to the vendor's site, and you'll need to come back to MyHR to complete your open enrollment process. Also new to this open enrollment is the opportunity for the school health nurse to electronically request a contract change form to change their pay from 10 to 12 months or 12 to 10 months. So when is open enrollment? Open enrollment is November 9th through midnight of November 20th. Remember, if you do not enroll or waive coverage, you will not have insurance coverage in 2021. Excuse me. Enrollment for medical, dental, vision, and the flex spending account is done online via MyHR. To ensure your submission was successful, you should get an email confirming your elections. If you do not get an email confirmation, please call the Employee Services Center at 704-432-6947. So, what changes can you make during open enrollment? Well, you can change plan coverage, Remember, if you were hired before January 1, 2017, you can elect the high deductible health plan or the PPO. You can add or delete your eligible dependents. And if you're eligible, you can elect to participate in the Dependent Care or Health Flex Savings Plan. You can elect to contribute to the health savings account if you enroll in the high deductible health plan. And this year you can make changes or even enroll in one of the retirement supplemental plan. That's your 401k, 457, and you could even enroll in the North Carolina 529 college savings plan. And last but not least, if you are a 10-month school health nurse, you can electronically request a contract change form to change your pay. Here are just a few frequently asked questions. What happens if I do not enroll by the deadline? Well, if you don't enroll by the deadline, you nor your dependents will have health coverage in the upcoming plan year. That's your medical, dental, and or vision. Do I have to enroll if I'm already enrolled in a health plan? Yes. You must enroll and select your benefits, even if you are opting out of the county's plan. Will I receive new ID cards? Yes and no. You will receive your new medical and pharmacy cards by the first week in January. However, you will not receive a card for dental or vision. If you need one, you can go to their website and print one off. If I elect not to participate in the county's medical plan, can I utilize Our Health My Clinic? Unfortunately, no. Only employees and their covered dependents enrolled in one of the county's medical plan may utilize the Our Health Clinic. Can I enroll in the high deductible health plan with the health savings account and the flex spending account for health? IRS rules do not allow employees to enroll in the FSA Health and the high deductible health plan. I hope this session has been informational and helpful to you. On the slide right now are resources. They're the business partners or the carrier's website and phone number should you have additional questions. If you have specific questions related to the plan itself, feel free to reach out to the carrier. We also have the Employee Services Center listed at the bottom. They're always available. They're online Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are willing and ready to help employees understand the benefits. And again, if you're interested in the voluntary or supplemental benefit plans, that is with the Pierce Group. They're our broker, and they have scheduled appointments the first week in open enrollment, first week of open enrollment. Their information and registration or appointment registration is currently on MacWeb. I would encourage you to go out there and schedule an appointment with one of the consultants. They can speak in depth and more knowledgeable about the voluntary benefits, such as the accident, cancer, medical bridge, and even pet insurance. So I will open it up for Q&A. And I would encourage my business partners out there, if there's a question that's directly related to you, feel free to jump in. I won't be offended. So Madison, let's start with what's in the chat box.
Okay. So first question, my child is on a very costly medication, and I want to know if moving forward, will the county have any new beneficial pharmacy coverage?
Will the county have any new pharmacy coverage? Bill,
Wanda, I
stop
can
that?
help out, and I think Bill is here as well. The prescriptions that are covered under our plan are determined by the formulary that CVS as our administrator sets. And those formularies are very standard throughout the industry. Most medications are covered unless they're experimental or they're used off-label, but the majority of medications are covered. So I'm not really sure what you mean by new prescription coverage, but the formulary does change from time to time. And if anything, if you're receiving a medication that is removed from the formulary, you would get a disruption notice from the carrier. I think that question also asked where they could find a list of covered medications, and I listed the website in the chat where they can find that.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. And another thing, just so you know what the cost of the medication will be before you go to the pharmacy, I would strongly suggest that you go to caremark.com, build your profile, and there is a drug price checker tool that I would strongly suggest you utilize, just so you know how much it will be moving forward.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Let's see, next question. If you've already enrolled in voluntary benefits, do you have to re-enroll each year?
No, I'll take that one. I would recommend that you schedule an appointment, even as brief as it might be, to ensure that there are no changes, or if there are changes, that you are aware of the changes that would impact the benefit that you've selected. So no, you don't have to, but I would strongly recommend that you reach out to one of the peers group consultants, schedule an appointment to just reassure yourself that nothing has changed.
Next question, with cancer insurance, if you were previously diagnosed with cancer, are you not able to purchase that?
Here again, I'm going to defer you to one of their consultants. So please schedule an appointment. The registration or the appointment list is on MacWeb, and they can better answer your concern.
Next question, is chiropractic care covered under the high deductible health plan?
Good question. Do we have a representative from Blue Cross Blue Shield in the session?
Yes. Hey, Wanda.
Hi, Portia.
Yes, ma'am. So the question was chiropractic services covered under the high deductible health plan
Yes.
for 2021? Okay. Yes, that is covered under the 2021 benefit period under the high deductible health plan. However, there is a visitation limit of 20 visits that are covered. And of course, you have to meet the deductible first. And after the deductible is met, of course, then we'll start paying our percentage. You'll pay your percentage up into the out-of-pocket maximum, but it is covered.
Thank you, Portia.
You're welcome.
Next question, for the college savings plan, does the college have to be in the US to use those funds? If not, what are our options on what to do with those funds?
Unfortunately, we don't have a rep with a North Carolina college savings plan. So let me get back, because I don't want to mislead anyone I don't want to mislead you on that. Let me get back to you on a response for that. Okay, I know there's not an issue, with the funds being used for North Carolina, schools that are within the North Carolina, but I really don't know for certain about the out of state. So if you allow me, Madison, just make sure, flag that one, and we'll get an answer for that person.
Okay, will do. Next question, if an employee was hired prior to January 1 of 2017 and has chosen the PPO plan in recent years, but wants to try the high deductible health plan for the year 2021, could they return to the PPO plan in 2022 if they choose to?
Great question. Yes. Let me explain it this way. We are, I say we because I fall into that category too, hired before January 1 of 2017. We are grandfathered. So you do have that flexibility to change from one plan to the next as long as you're an employee with Mecklenburg County. Should you decide to leave and come back, you lose that grandfather status. So you'll be subject to the plan and the guidelines that are in place based on your hire date.
Looks like no further questions.
Wow, great. We'll give it another, 30 seconds. See if anything comes in.
It's fine with me.
All right. Well, I have enjoyed this Zoom session. I appreciate everyone's participation, attendance, and willingness to share your questions. We had great questions. I also want to point out that we have a lot of information that's available to you. So I believe it was a couple of weeks ago, you should have received your open enrollment guide in the mail. Great resource to have. It's a brochure. It has a lot of detail in it that can help you during your election. We also have, for the first time, a virtual benefits fair that is on MacWeb, and it's up 24/7 every day. So be sure to check out the virtual benefits fair that's on MacWeb for additional information, as well as you have the Employee Services Center and your carriers. At this time, I'd like to ask the carriers, is there anything that you would like to mention, leave with the employee that may not have been mentioned during the presentation? If you do, feel free to do so at this time.
Wanda, this is Portia with Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina. Just wanted to reiterate on the question about chiropractic services, and I did put it in the chat as well. Being mindful that both the high deductible plan and the PPO plan, they both have 20 visit limitation per benefit period, and that's going to include in and out of network benefits. And also, if anybody wants to, has any questions pertaining to their plan, as far as benefits, medical claims that maybe they're not understanding, we do have a retail center in Charlotte as well that you can come by and speak with us face to face, where we can answer those questions. If you would like to schedule an appointment, you can give us a call, and our number is 1-888-275-7513. That's going to be extension 2 for Charlotte. And we're at, our address is 5349 Ballantine Commons Parkway, Suite 950, Charlotte, North Carolina. Thank you.
Thank you, Portia. Good information. Good to know. Anyone else?
Hey, Wanda, it's Bill from CVS. I'm not sure if this came up in the chat box, but I just wanted to remind everyone that just because we are your pharmacy, CVS is your pharmacy benefits provider, you can still go to just about any pharmacy in the area We have thousands of pharmacies in our national network, and I just wanted to remind everyone that just because CVS Caremark is your pharmacy benefit manager, that you can still use any of the pharmacies in your area. And if you're wondering if the pharmacies in your area are covered under the plan, you can use the pharmacy locator tool at caremark.com.
Great info. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
All right. So if there are no other comments or additional information, we will conclude today's and last
Hey, Wanda, we have
21
one.
open enrollment session.
Hey, Wanda, we have one question in regards to pet insurance.
Okay. What's the question?
Let's see. Is adopting a pet anytime during the year considered a qualifying event for obtaining pet insurance, or is the only time to obtain pet insurance during open enrollment?
Courtney Monzak, are you in the session? I think you might be the most knowledgeable about the pet insurance. And if Courtney is not on the line, let us get back to you on that one, because that's a good question. That is a good one. And I don't want to mislead you on it. So Madison, flag that one and allow us to get back to the individual. Thank you for the question. And again, feel free to reach out to Nationwide, the Peers Group, or go directly to the Nationwide website. But we'll get back to you on it. Wonderful. It is 1:58, so I am going to close us out. Again, thank you all for your participation. Thank you for your questions. Check out the information, all the resources that are available to you. And we're gonna end with a great day. It's sunny outside. I'm gonna give you back a gift of time. Enjoy your day. Thank you all for attending. Bye-bye.